So welcome back to On the Road Truck Simulator. We're back again on the road Truck Simulator. Welcome back. It's good to see this game back again on the channel. It's been such a long time since I last played this game again. But yes, I thought we would come back to On the Road, and you've probably be wondering, I've got a bit of a surprise with this game, obviously. So you probably might even see it's even looking better, but you know, and I think you might judge by people walking in the distance there, pedestrians. We actually got the PS5 upgrade at last. Finally got to get the game in full on PC style, pretty much like the PC version. It's almost like that now. So yeah, welcome to the PS5 version of On the Road. So glad I got this upgrade now. So yes, as I say, we're still on the scania. This is game phase 62, as I say, and I think it's game phase 62. I'm sort of caught off guard how what pattern on 62. As I say, I was just checking, and it's 62 one. So yeah, so good that I got the PS5 version. I don't know if everything looks better, graphics and the buildings, everything doesn't look flat anymore. Lego textures, you know, just everything looks just, you know, just like really done. Kids building blocks pretty much, you know, it looked like that before. But now everything seems to look so much better. I mean, this is probably 4K as well, so no doubt you'll see the truck a lot detailed. Everything for fretsons on the truck now, that's a bit better. Yeah, all that now as well. Scania's all a bit more detailed. So anyway, what's in? Also, I think we started a new game again. Probably wondering, we just done the usual shenanigans, get into the tutorial fill the truck up, get everything all sorted, you know, done all that now, so we're ready to just pick up a delivery here. We're just front the truck into the food blimp again, so we're going to take a delivery I think from there. So I've got my employee driver, he's doing his own thing again. Of course the logistics, he's driving all his pigs, isn't he? Yeah, he's doing the same old Kodan in the box truck, so that doesn't really matter. So he's doing his and I'm doing mine. So let's get something. We're in Hamburg, by the way, as well. I meant to say, I don't think I've started in Hamburg before. I'm not so sure. We were talking about this a while back. The missing fuel station possibly is in this on number 24, isn't it? So I wonder if we could drive past it again. How about that? Go to Berlin or something. That actually might be a alright journey. Let's do something at Berlin. I'll try not overload the truck again, because I don't want to have that issue again. You know, it's always that. Then we can drive past that fuel station again if it's still there, if they fixed it on the PS5 version. But I feel this game's in the same state as the PS4 version. I mean, I don't even know. When we get everything sussed out the other way. Oh, it's a Berlin there. There's any Berlin ones in Botswana? Magdeburg maybe? I don't know if it's going to go via that direction, that's the only thing. Berlin would be actually decent, but then it could be quite a long drive. I don't even know if it would be too long. Oh, that's Berlin. This one. What's the state? That's what I was just going to. This isn't going to a fuel station, isn't it? Oh, it is going to a fuel station. I don't want to take it to a fuel station. I believe there's that bug might be still present. I remember doing that a while back, so I don't want to. I'm sure it happened again off stream as well, so I'm going to pass the fuel station. I'm going to pass on the easy tank ones. so it's better not do that. I keep forgetting, but there's actually a bug with the fuel stations. You can't deliver anything to fuel station, petrol stations, because I think the thing doesn't show up, isn't it not? I'm sure I had that issue in the video on stream, and I drove all the way there, and it was a complete thing at the end of the day. I don't think there's a better one ones now. I think that was the only better one we've got. I'm just going through them all way. There's a better one there. This one might be alright. 1640 foot's too brutal. Let's just do that one, eh? That's decent enough. At least we're not going to a fuel station. I better avoid all that. Right, we're on the Scania, of course. I even forgot how to play this game. I've been playing too much Train Simulator for the past few videos. Train Sim World and that, I've been playing that for quite a long time now, that I've not played this game in a while, and you know, I completely forgot how to even play it again. You can see the things that we see this time. Let's get ourselves up here. Everything looks even better. The colour, the actual these symbols are actually a lot brighter, aren't they? I noticed. It's so proper bright. It wasn't like that in the PS4. I'm sure it was a last gen version. So that should be all good now. I did a rock and roll, and I believe to where is it we're actually going to? Bit pardon. Yeah, we're going all on 24, so we're going to Berlin, bit pardon. So let's head to there. Berlin. I know there was an artist called Berlin, I believe, and I'm sure that was the song on Top Gun, Take My Breath Away. I'm sure that was an artist called Berlin as well. So, oh, the tachograph, I've gotten that as well. That's no good for you to do. I'll just literally stop in the middle of the road, better get myself off. What's going on with the nav? The nav's just disappeared. That's fine. So yeah, back on the road again. Well, we're on time since last played this game, eh? PS5 upgrade, NPCs walking around. That's the thing you probably noticed now about the PS5 version, is the NPCs walking around the street and that now. And the metalheads. That's gonna be quite cool. Don't think that is. Yeah, so I hope you're doing well. I hope you're still actually. It's quite good to just. I've not played this game, as I say, for months. I've not really had anything really to say about this game. There's not been any updates for this game in about half a year now, so that's why I've not really been bothered about playing it for such a long time. And other games, you know. Other games popped up in that as well, cropped up that I've managed to play on the channel now, like Train Sim World also. I'm going to continue that as well, because I did that so we get something else for Train Sim Worlds quite recently as well. That's I want to try and then bring to the channel another, like actually got some, you know, like some of the DLC stuff that I want to show in the next in another Train Sim World video. Let's check where we are. Looks like we're doing a long journey, a long way. No, it's fine. I think it's fine. Got the traffic lights for wait on. So the way of the engine up again. Get some scania. Like that. little V8 car, but some power. 13 litre, 6-cylinder. Got the horn as well. Yeah, I want to try and bring some more train sim modes. So you're gonna do see. Try and bring you some of that stuff that I was saying DLC. Because now I actually got the PS5 upgrade. I thought now obviously I should be on that way, and that's the way, shouldn't I? I don't think it matters really. Oh, why have I got a thing with? This there now, it's fine. That's in the pound. Still that bug, you're thinking that you won the red light. Still that going along as well. So yeah, as I say, on the road, it's been a long time, and I mean, obviously it's get the cruise control back on again. It's obviously something I'm trying to and get myself back into again, but you know, there's nothing really there hasn't been any content or anything happening to this game, you know. And all that time that I just given up with this game, you know, covering it, you know, just playing it, you know. Nothing's come to interest, you know, with this game in quite a while now, so that's the whole point why I've just moved on and done other games, you know, like Train Sim World, and also have played a lot of other games like Construction Simulator, and also Tourist Bus Simulator. I've been playing a lot more of those games pretty much in the meantime. So On the Road is this way to west at the moment, but until now I've just got back into it again with the PS5 upgrade, so that's why I just thought we'd come back, give you another video, maybe give you one last hurrah or something before something does come to this game. Oh, busy. Got more AI possibly. Can't see that actually, but we're merging up here. Yeah, give it one last hurrah before we put this game way to west again, once again. I got that from the Lamb of God song actually, way to west. Funny enough, saying that. So yeah, this game, 6 months put an update. I don't know what's going on with this game now. If there's going to be any more updates or any more content, because I know since then we've not had anything with this game in that time period, you know. And this game is obviously not any different, I guess, you know. It still have the trees, but I mean they're not as bad popping in, you know. They actually have more, not 2D trees right on the PS4 version, but you know, it is still a bit, it's a slight improvement from probably what we were playing before. Trucks are probably the same, you know, handling the trucks. You know, don't think anything's really anything's really improved truck wise, or you know, any of that. I mean, there must be more AI going around in this game now, surely, now with the PS5 upgrade. There's always so much AI, but it feels like it's still the same. I mean, the cars are still appearing from the distance away, well, not that far away, you know. They're still spawning in quite nearby. They're not really like, you know, spawning in from a distance. I mean, as you see, the trees the trees are slightly better on this version than they were on the PS4 version, because it always would disappear at the end of the end of the track. I guess they just I don't think they do it in this version, or at least I'm just not looking. I mean, you can still see like the horizon just spawning in, can't you? Right at the tip of the screen, you can see it just a distance away. It's still popping in like this, like there. It's still kind of bad like that, you know. Still feels like this is like the PS4 version we're actually playing, and the last version we're playing the PS3 version. You know, it doesn't even look like it's really any different for what I was saying before. But see all the pop in there, still popping in. Cars. It's still quite bad still for this next gen stuff, you know. Plus the shadows are a bit better, I guess, but they're still popping in as well. You can see the shadows. It's flying rain still. It was just at the map again. We must not be too far from this fuel station now, actually. I'm sure it's this one. It was the one that was missing on the previous generation one. I don't know if it's still. I'm going to be quite surprised if it's still not there in this game as well. Because I did a video not too long back. I actually did drive the truck. I did a wee quick clip of the fuel station, drove up to it, drove the truck around it. It's actually got confused now actually. I've seen like I've got a bit of feedback on that video that I did, missing bug glitch, missing fuel west area gas station, something I called it. So I just drove the truck around and then I just drove it to the end of the map, you know. Went off the map and then thing we reset again. It's just you can pretty much drive off the map a little bit, you know, off the beaten track if you drive through that wee area. And yeah, as I was saying about this game updates, there hasn't been any updates in this game. 6 months. It's getting on a bit now, so I don't even know what's happened to this game. If we're going to get the new DAF truck supposed to come, is supposed to come, but I don't know if it's just going radio silence with this game now. Whatever happened to it? If there's any updates, this might be the missing fuel station up here. If it's still missing, it's take a wee bit of a. You see the pop in there, can you see it still? Look how bad it is, the central elevation just popping in, it's still quite bad. Is this the missing fuel station? Doesn't look like it. There's everything just popping in, it's still quite bad. I'm sure that was the missing fuel station. On the PS4 version, I'm sure this fuel station was missing. But it doesn't look like it's missing on this version. Doesn't seem to be. I'm sure it's this one that's missing on the previous games, on the PS4 version. Maybe it isn't missing on this version after all. I'm surprised, because I'm pretty sure it was that fuel station that was actually missing off the map on the PS4 version. That's what I was just thinking, going to Berlin and going past that road just to see if the fuel station was missing. Obviously, I'm surprised it's not. Unless it isn't that one I'm thinking of after all. Maybe it was another one. I'm sure it was that one anyway when I did the video. Maybe it was this one after all. It must have been this one that was missing. But I'm pretty sure it was the one that was saying east from Hamburg. So sure it would have been that one. I'm sure I was driving along the opposite direction. But obviously, after all, it doesn't look like it's actually missing. It's funny enough. It's a bit strange to see it missing on when I was playing it on the PS4 version. Anyway, get on to as I was saying before. Yeah, this game, I just think nothing's really materialised for whatever's coming, you know, future content. It seems now, obviously they're working on a sequel now to this game, the heavy cargo simulator. I've seen some clips of that on the channel not that long ago, which where they actually showed you some more footage of heavy cargo simulator. Like it's the same game obviously as this, but it's obviously developed more. You can actually drive cranes onto your truck and tractors, and you've got a third person camera as well, apparently, with you know. Seems like it seems like they've really put more effort in that game than this left this game to it, you know. Moved on to the heavy haul cargo simulator now. That's their main focus now, is that game rather than this game, you know. And we're supposed to be getting the fuel tankers and daft truck, and that's never really happened. I feel like that was a bit of whether that was going on. It wasn't really, just never happened. It doesn't seem like it's ever going to happen. It doesn't seem like it's coming. But it could happen. We could get an update of this game anytime, you know. I mean, the last update was then, and well, I don't think it was really an update, but it's the last poster they put on was the steering wheel support on console. Maybe they actually did update this game to another version, so we maybe in the PS4 version didn't get an update because of the wheel support. And obviously they maybe got a wee update for this game for the wheel improvisation or something. But I'm sure we're still on the same patch on the PS4 1.11. I'm sure we're still stuck on this as well. I'll have to check the I'll have to actually check the patch notes what update we're actually on. This could be an updated version for the PS5 only. They might have got an exclusive update for the steering wheel, so like 1.12 or something instead of 1.11. But yeah, as I say, it feels like this game is just left in the area, you know. It's just a shame. Just a shame this game is obviously just left the game where it is. And I mean, like, that's how I've not really thought about covering this game on the channel now, because I feel like I've just moved on to it, you know. Until obviously now I've got the PS5 version, and give me another video of it, but I don't think I'm going to be doing any more on the road stuff until something does come up, like an update, you know. It's just been really quiet now about this game now, like, you know. And of course, same counts on the truck driver as well. No, but I won't talk about truck driver, but yeah, that counts exactly the same. Literally, that hasn't had any update in more than a year. So, you know, feels like both games are just left in the just left to do it, yeah. Just left the games the way they are. You just have to accept it. And obviously now, obviously, is it Sim Next or something they're called? They showed us a bit of Firmbus Simulator on the channel. So I think Firmbus is coming to console, which is the same developers as Tourist Bus Simulator. And no, obviously, as I say, I've been covering Tourist Bus Simulator on the channel as well. You know, that's something I've been doing as well. I hope you have enjoyed some of my Tourist Bus Simulator stuff as well, because I've played that game, but I've not done as much as this, you know. I was just glued to this game covering it all, but it just feels now like I'll just have to move on and move to other games now to just do Train Sim World. I feel like Train Sim World is enjoyable. I feel like I've enjoyed Train Sim World. Now, obviously, now I've got something else for it now that I was going to be able to do some more Train Sim World stuff as well. I've got like a DLC thing for it now, so I actually will have more routes to show you on Train Sim World now. So that should be fun. Maybe come back to this game whenever it does have an update or something, you know. well, do a follow-up video or something after this as well. You know, we'll do something like that as well, like a follow-up. This feels like it's going to be another short video, and I think I'll do another one, do another driveway. I've actually been so far driving okay as well. I'll try and not damage the road, try and get a clean driveway this time as well. And yeah, and also yeah, Construction Simulator, I've been playing that on the channel as well. Of course, that's a game that I might cover on the channel in the future. I did play that off stream as well. Construction Simulator, the new Construction Simulator. And yeah, believe it or not, it's got Scania trucks as well. So no doubt you want to see a bit of that as well. Construction Simulator, I'll bring that to the channel sometimes as well. It might be a game I'll play off stream because it is quite enjoyable. I actually played Construction Simulator and I was actually glued to that game for hours. I can feel like this game is going to go. I feel like Construction Simulator is going to be a game to actually enjoy. You know, it's a game that it'll be a game that I'll enjoy, and it'll be a game I'll definitely cover on the channel. Hopefully sometime, but just playing it off stream, you know, it's more enjoyable. I mean, it is a slow paced game, so not like doing things. You're not going to do things in one go, you know. I like to bet it's a bit of a slow burner of the game, so you're doing one thing at a time, carrying stuff. Of course, you're driving trucks as well in Construction Simulator as well. You've got MEM and DAF and Scania trucks in the new Construction Simulator game. I mean, you even got Kenworth and Mark as well. Got a couple of truck brands in the new Construction Simulator game. It's actually quite good. So Construction Simulator, yeah, that's a great game. This fuel station isn't missing it. Doesn't look like it. This one's not the one. It must have been that one I passed. So like, so you see like that, you know, the trucks just literally spawn in. That's still quite bad. And look over there, the opposite side, literally just spawned in front of me. That's still bad. You see how bad this game is. After all, how bad things are. It's still, this is the current gen game, and everything's still spawning in like it's 1999. Everything spawns in a lot of old games, you know. That's what it reminds me of. It's like the old PS1 games, things that spawn in front of you. So yeah, so I think I just feel like this game has no future now. I feel like all the potential's gone now. I don't think many of you are playing this game as much now, and I feel like I'm one of them now that's feeling the same. This game is. I feel like this game isn't going to get any. I feel like this game isn't going to get any updates, because I mean, 6 months down the line now, I've not had any updates. I guess it's like before we had a long wait for the last update, so before the customization stuff got in, there was a long wait for it, wasn't it? I'm sure. And I feel like we're waiting again months. You know, it's a bit ridiculous now. Could you think you would wait a month or two, we get like a hot fix of things? It's nothing's really happened to this game now. I think, you know, it's just like we've obviously gave us this game. You know, we think we're going to get more truck brands. You know, Volvo, Scania, possibly DAF if it ever turns up, and that if it comes in an update. We know if we're getting a new update again for this game, if we know if we're getting a new update for the game, then we'll get the new truck. Hopefully, if there is another update, another patch that drops for this game, hopefully it'll be the time for the new truck. But I just feel like we're not going to get that. I mean, they showed that truck actually at the start of this year, didn't they? And we actually are almost nearly a year since that actually happened. So surely that's no light, eh? And and it comes to the same as Truck Driver as well, the map DLC as well. As I keep saying on almost every video, that's more than a year now since it actually was announced. It's supposed to be released, I should say, originally, and now it's a year, more than a year after now, and the Truck Driver feels like it's in the same position now. Well, that's by my, I feel like in a way now that game's completely just toasted now, I guess, and there's nothing with no updates for that game now. I feel like that's toasted now. Truck Driver. I feel like Truck Drivers, you know, same as this. More obviously worse, obviously, because we've been waiting longer for updates for Truck Driver than this now. But you know, I feel like both games now have not got potential now. I mean, I feel like that's it. We'll need to wait on then the next trucking sim, Alaskan Truck Simulator, or is it Truck World Australia, possibly. I don't know. They even know when they'll ever come out or not, because I mean they obviously keep putting trailers up, and then there's long waits for a long wait for the next video to drop, you know. And of course, Truck World Australia, you know, they haven't had. I've not seen any more videos from that for ages either. I feel like Truck World Australia is going to come at PC, I think, for console. It's probably going to be a PC game first, you know, and I think Alaskan Truck Simulator will probably be PC and then console. You know, it's, well, that truck literally disappeared. Literally disappeared in front of the screen. Look at that. That's not right. That's not right. There's even bugs in front of my eyes. There's actually lots of bugs and pop end and disappears. You can literally just see that there. He's just literally seen in front of me, that truck literally just vanished out from there. I don't know why. Why was that? There wasn't even anything wrong. Like, it just literally disappeared. I'm sure that's not happened very often. I'm sure I've never seen a truck disappear like that before. So we're actually coming across all these issues already, you know. It's not right. What's the light down here? Maybe they've actually fixed the steering in this game a bit more, but I feel like it's still the same. But yeah, now you can see this game obviously is still filled with bugs. I guess it's still, I reckon it's still going to have that issue of the roaded up truck again, that you can't drive it, move it. You know, it's still probably going to get that still. I mean, I don't want to overload it, but that's what I mean. That's why I didn't want to drive it too many things, in case that does happen, that I can't move the truck, you know. I remember I did that video as well. I did a video of that a while back as well, actually. Whoop. The truck behind me did that as well. The trail just went away in the front, went out there, didn't it? Like someone sorted out. Lots of trucks parked here as well, waiting on the delivery slots. Yeah, that's us in Berlin now, by the way. But funny enough, you just on that country road and you're literally in the city in an instant. Yeah. What was I saying again? It's going out of my mind again. Whatever I was just saying. Yeah, truck overloaded. I did that video a while back as well, where I was just saying I've bought this truck. This is a Scania truck, and then it couldn't move. And even though I actually said I wasn't sure if I was explaining that properly, but I had like another truck as well that I don't know if that was loaded out with things. So I mean, that was a tractor unit also, so I don't even know why that couldn't move on its own power, because I didn't have a trailer. So I feel like that was a bit strange. I mean, I don't know what was that what was all that about. So I did have a truck, but then I purchased another truck and sure that time, and then I'm sure it couldn't move because it was saying truck overloaded somehow. I obviously didn't have a trailer on it, so I mean things like that. I mean, still it is so strange. All these wee bugs that you can't move the actual truck when it's already the truck's literally stuck. It's pretty much locked into gear, and that you can't move the truck at all that stuff, you know. I'm sure I did a video a while back as well that I couldn't, on the container truck, I couldn't load up 2 containers with the man truck. And sure I bought a man truck on one of the videos that I did, and then I tried to put 2 containers at the end, and it was saying truck overloaded. I need to try and do that actually. Try and buy the container chassis, you know. I mean, just try and buy that and then maybe even sell this truck or something, for example, so I can actually get that slot available. I wanted to see if that's actually doable. Wait until I get this delivered today. I might be able to do something, but I don't know. In fact, what I'll have to do is I might have to sell my employee's truck actually. I think he's actually, well, I don't know, he's obviously driving his stuff, isn't he? So I can't sell that just now. And obviously if I level up, obviously I can get a available slot to buy an extra truck, but if I want to try and buy a container truck myself, obviously, for myself, obviously not for the employee, but for my driver, obviously, myself, obviously, obviously I need to sell, I might have to sell that employee's truck because he's got a trailer as well, so I might be able to, and you know, make up for that. Death. I'll be trying to get paid up again and still working out the old school sadisting alters again, you know. Old school, you know, the OG livery truck. Not the CM headbanger truck, you know, that I've always done in the videos. I think I'm sure I locked out in the last video as well. See, I locked out the sadisting waters. I've never really bothered playing this game as much, you know. Size green. So I've not really fussed about painting this truck, you know. Unless I did paint the truck at the last moment, I'm sure maybe in the last video. Sure I did. I can maybe recall in the last video that I did. I'm sure we painted the truck into the CM, my custom livery that I had, that I normally do, the red and black with the CM headbanger fonts, you know. But yeah, at the moment we'll probably kind of do that at the moment, and if I want to try and get another truck, there's no point really spacing it off again, you know. So we'll just keep it as it is, stock from the OG company. I mean, it looks nice like that anyway, to be honest, don't get me wrong. I mean, when I first had this, obviously when I first started playing this game anyway, you couldn't even do any of that, and now obviously a couple of patches in, they'll say they just all that livery edit and truck customization, you know, all that came along. It's probably, it was an alright addition, I guess, you know, you can paint some of their trucks. You turn around this way. The AI is going to be Angie Badgie again. Got NPCs now to actually see as well. You have to watch out for them as well. So we've got more things, you know, to actually look out for that than the same old just driving right in. You actually need to look out for these NPCs walking as well when you're turning. Right, we're here once again. First one done. But I'm going to try and see if I can, I don't know if this is doable, but I'm going to try and see if I can sell my employee's truck, but I'll need to wait until he's finished, that's the only thing. So I probably won't do it now, I'll do it sometime. Right, what we're doing here, out the truck. Right, I think we've done well so far. I was quite capable driving this today actually. Funny enough, boys damaged it, but today looks like it's a clear one. Yes. Proper. That's proper stuff there for you. Done and dusted. First one done. We'll still level 0 still, but we know we'll make up for it eventually. I'll get the truck turned off for you as well. That's what we need to do. How does that? Because I've been playing Train Sim a little bit more, then I'm kind of used to driving a train, you know, rather than trucks, you know. I mean, trucks are, I mean, obviously different playing the train, doing the train stuff and driving, you know. You're just stuck in the actually just not got anything to worry about, it's moving around in a different way, and you're stuck in the track, you know. That's it. So yes, so I hope you have enjoyed that. Won't waffle on too much. We'll just end it off here. Of course, Berlin and brutal again, brutal. You know, the same old, you know, the same old brutal. The logo's even look better than that on the PS4, surely. Yeah, brutal supermarket. You know, back in there again. So yeah, I won't waffle on. Let's finish this one off. I hope you have enjoyed a bit of on the road once again. So good to be back on it again. I might do a follow-up video again of this, maybe another one just to round it off a bit more, maybe. Just we'll see what happens. I'll probably do another video, a couple of videos maybe. Probably won't be playing this game much longer anyway throughout, but yeah, as I say, I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like this video, make sure to comment below, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I'll have the playlists at the end of the video to check out, and on my playlist on the channel, of course, you can check some of that out. And then in the description box you can check out a link to my podcast channel that is all about interviewing bands. So yeah, so thanks again for watching, and yeah, I'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.